Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ariana's Guided Messages. I'm your host, Ariana, and for those of you who know me, welcome back. For those of you who don't, I'm here to dismantle any deception around you and guide you back to truth, love, and alignment always. So, with that being said, let's get into today's message. Okay, so today I am doing stay away from this during Mercury retrograde because this retrograde is tough for some. Okay, it has been for me. Someone who resonates with this or people who resonate with this message, it has been for you as well. But during this Mercury retrograde, there's something or someone you're being divinely protected from, okay? So Saturn is testing your maturity, Jupiter wants to expand you, and Venus is elevating your self-worth. But there's one energy you absolutely cannot entertain right now because it threatens everything you're growing into. So we're going to use several cards or several different decks to try to tap into what that is, and then hopefully it will help you, okay? All right, so I've already asked Allah to bless the cards. So let's see. I'm going to start with the Kipperish deck. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So Allah, angels, Holy Spirit guides, what does the collective need to absolutely stay away from during this retrograde? I think retrograde is over on, it started November 9th, and I believe it's over on the 29th. Okay. So let's see what comes out, starting with the Kipperish deck first. What you absolutely need to stay away from. Okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, Starseed is the first card out. Okay, so like I said, you're rising, you're entering a time of expansion, elevation, growth. Okay, a lot of you guys could have your own platforms. A lot of you guys could be entertainers, artists, musicians, actors, actresses, or you're just a star in your own right. Okay, so Starseed is the first card out. What else is coming out for the collective? Okay, so we have love spell. It wanted to come out in the reverse, but it came out to the side here, but there's a love spell here, okay? So there's some sort of manipulation that's behind this is what I'm getting, okay? And achievement here, okay? So again, you're entering a period of expansion and growth and achievements and recognition and all that stuff. But let's get what you need to stay away from or what Holy Spirit's warning you, okay? It's trusted in the reverse. So this is absolutely something or someone that you cannot trust with trusted in the reverse. Okay. This is someone you can't rely on, can't depend on, can't take their word for it. All right. I'm also getting it's something you may already know. Okay, with health concern in the reverse. Okay, so you're not in any bad health. You possibly already, I'm getting a vibe of you already know who or what this is. What else is coming out for the collective? Yeah, because you already left this situation behind. So this is giving you already seen right through this fake love type of energy. You've already left it behind, okay? You have to keep that door shut, all right? Yes, because you're going through a change. You're changing now. The elevation is happening now. The transition for you in your life is happening now. So you have to, in order for this to sustain, you have to stay away from family popped out. So there's a change in a family dynamic that happened here, okay? Maybe you could have left a toxic family dynamic. Maybe you could have left a group that you considered family. Let's see what else is coming out. Okay, your chakras are coming back into balance. It popped out on the side here, so it's not completely in reverse, but part of this change in this elevation is you coming back into balance slowly but surely. Take it day by day. Okay, don't force yourself to push too hard. All right. You have unexpected money coming in for you. This could be a windfall of money of some sort, a winning, maybe unexpected money can come from anything. It could come from in the form of refunds, I don't know, certain rebates or things that are owed back to you. It can come from a win in a lawsuit. But there's unexpected money coming here, okay? And I could be talking to divine feminine, but take it how it resonates. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but divine feminine did pop out. Okay, and then the twin flame card was somewhere in between that. So there's some twin flame energy, and twin flame dynamic is just a dynamic that's supposed to teach you something on a specific journey. So just because twin flame came out, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. Family card did come out. There could be certain energies that were supposed to teach you a lesson in your family that you don't necessarily talk to anymore. That's part of the twin flame journey. All right. Yeah. So lust came out. There could be an old lover lusting after you. There could be also an energy of someone wanting something that you have, or fixation. Lust is also fixation in my opinion. Yeah, fixation on your work, your efforts, your labor, what you're growing into, the fruits of your labor, what you've accomplished thus far, or what you will be accomplishing. There's an energy fixated on that. That's part of this that you should stay away from. There's an energy fixated on that. As I said, that thoughts came out. Okay. All right. What else? Yeah, you're in someone's thoughts. They could be sending you a message during this retrograde, all right? You could be receiving a message, but you have to have faith, and you have to this card, like how she's holding her hands, together and closing her eyes, it's like she's keeping to herself. Okay, she's focused, eyes closed, focus on her intuition, what her heart is, what her soul is telling her, what her spirit is telling her. Could be he or she, male or female. I'm just telling you how it resonates, okay? But you have to stay strong and have faith through this time. What else is coming out? Allah, angels, Holy Spirit guides. Yeah, have faith in your manifestations. Have faith and trust the process of what you're trying to grow or what you're working on. Maybe some of you guys aren't necessarily seeing the fruits of your labor yet. Maybe you're seeing little speckles of it here or there, but you have to trust that your manifestations will happen, okay? You need to stay focused on it. While other people in the background could be thinking about you or focusing on you or sending you messages or whatever, you have to have like a tunnel vision and stay focused on what you're building, what you're doing, okay? Because there's something on your side here with the legal card upright. There's justice on your side. There's protection on your side. There's something that's working out in your favor. Yeah, rising star confirmation here with rising star here. Again, you guys are expanding, you're elevating, you're growing, whether that's in business, your extracurriculars, whatever that is. As I said, that rich girl came out, okay? So this growth is going to lead to a newfound stability. You're going to be able to provide more, is what I'm hearing, provide more. And you're going to feel good about this. You're going to feel stable. You're going to feel secure. But there's evil eye, okay? So be alert to that. Okay, there's a level of evil eye, there's a level of fixation. Not all praise is good praise is what I'm hearing. I mean, there are some people who could praise you or say they wish you well, but they really don't. So just be mindful of that. Holy Spirit wants you to be mindful of this evil eye on your stability with the house card. Okay. This fixation or evil eye could be something still in your dynamic, in your household. Some of you guys could live with family members or live with certain individuals that you need to kind of stay away from. But there's a love offer coming here. I feel like with this newfound stability, there's an offer coming here. So people could see your growth, see your elevation, and that's when they want to reach out like, oh, hey, is what I'm getting. Okay, there's a divine masculine in reverse here. It doesn't have to be a masculine, but there's someone here in reverse. Okay, this is someone who's not operating in their highest frequency. This is someone who can't be trusted. Someone who's in low vibration, they could be reaching out when they see all this love and attention and admiration that you're getting with enamor here. Okay, but you are protected with your ancestors here. The ancestor card that came out. Okay, and you already know this. Like I said before when I first started this reading, you already know, because the veil has been uncovered. The veil has been lifted on who this energy is, and you have to stay strong with it, with the priest card. Okay, you already know. It's already been revealed, and your protection is here, solidified with ancestors and priest. There's animosity here. There's conflict here. So even though someone could be appearing like, hey, you know, just trying to connect or just trying to get back in touch, there's animosity, there's hidden animosity, okay, in the distant future. So retrograde isn't over until the 29th. This filming took place on the 15th, but that's still a distant future with priestess, okay, knowing. In the distant future too, you could be leveling up in some way with your intuition, with soulmate card here too. You could be ascending or going through an ascension process. All right, so keep going on your track here, sweetheart. You are loved, you are cherished, you are adored. Okay, you are rising in your occupation, in your field, whatever you're studying, whatever you're learning. And you are moving forward with the travel card here. Okay, this is propelling you forward. Some of you guys could be traveling in the near future with this change that's coming up. You're moving on. Some of you guys simply could be moving on with the traveling card and moving on. And you're moving on fast. May seem slow to you, but it's fast. And some people do not like this. They do not like this with conflict here. They have a real problem with your growth. But hey, that's karma. That's karma for them. And that's karma for you. All right? Clarify karma card, Allah. Clarify karma here. Clarify karma. Why did the karma card pop out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they're not awakened to your path. They're, again, this is a low vibrational energy. This is energy that wants to stay stuck, that's not elevating, that's not progressing, okay? And they're mad because you're progressing fast. It seems fast, but you know that it took a lot for you to get where you're at, right? But some people are living their own life, doing their own thing. They think it's funny and they think they're going to have the last laugh. And then they look back or they look forward and they see that you're just on a whole new level. And they're like, oh my goodness, you know, with nice guy in reverse, these people didn't have good intentions. Yeah, these people didn't have good intentions, gossiping, evil eyeing, looking all up into your business, looking at what you got, speculating, you know, what is he or she doing? What do they got going? Why? But they're blocked. Why am I blocked? Why can't I see? I'm going to try to see anyway. Oh, she thinks she's all this or he thinks he's all that. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck is divinity. You're divinely protected here. So that's what you need to stay away from. You need to stay away from any toxic people or any toxic family members or any people that gave you the okie doke before. You need to keep it pushing and keep going and stay focused on what you're supposed to do. Because I'm telling you, in the distant future, when you look back on everything, when you look up from being focused and you're like, wow, look at how much I accomplished. And because I didn't entertain this, and look, those people are still stuck. They're still in the same, doing the same-ish, different day. All right, let's see what wants to come out in a different deck now for you guys. Okay, I'm using my Zen deck. One of my Zen decks. I actually really love the Zen decks. I posted that in a previous reading. If you guys want to look at that, I use nothing but my Zen decks, but I'm going to use this one. Okay, so perspective. So perspective card came out here. And this is the photo here. Okay. It says life is a circle, not a straight line. Everything has happened before and will happen again. Don't be surprised. Be steady. The wheel always turns. Okay, so change your perspective too. If you've been down, you're going to get up again. Okay, you have to know that if you go through tough times or you've gone through times where you've been down, you have to look at, okay, like I've achieved this before. So let's say, for example, you started a business and it didn't go as planned, or you started an idea and it kind of plummeted, whatever. Well, at least you know you can start. At least you know you have the entrepreneur inside of you. So you can do it again. There's people who's filed bankruptcy and has built a whole new life from scratch again. And there's people who have chipped away old friends that weren't good for them and found new friends again. So the world will keep moving. All right? You just have to change your perspective. What else is coming out? All right. Yeah, it's all about reframing and retraining your mind. And this is what's happening. This is what's happening for some of you guys, okay? It says pain comes from perception. It's interesting because you just got the perspective card and now you got pain comes from perception. Okay, the event isn't the problem. Your interpretation is. Change your view and the pain shifts. Your mind holds the key. Now, with retrograde, for those of you who moved on, there can be days that you teeter on, did I do the right thing? Should I not have moved on? I'm sad because I had, this family around me or this friendship around me or whatever. I'm down. I'm lonely. You have to change that. You're in a new focus. You've outgrown it. Take it as a lesson learned. Send love to God. Pray to God. Send it up to Him for your worries and troubles. But you've elevated from that, so it's just an experience. Not to minimize what you've been through. If someone treated you wrong, poorly, or they were acting ugly, I'm not minimizing that at all. But for your benefit, you can't stay stuck in the rut of the past. Okay. Yeah, and it takes discipline. So Holy Spirit is telling you guys in this time too, you need to stay disciplined. And discipline requires you to not go back, not look back. That requires strong effort and discipline. That is not an easy thing to do, especially when it's family ties, or people you've known for a long time. You have to be clear, be focused, and be steady. You have to stay clear, focused, and steady. It's like that card that I showed you with the girl who had the prayer hands and was doing this, and it was the faith card. You have to stay clear and stay focused. Meditate, pray. If it's raining, look at the rain, open a window, look outside. If it's sunny, go outside, put your feet on the grass, do something that helps ground you for a few minutes. Reading is very good too to ground the mind. Turning off your phone, putting it on airplane mode, those are really great things. Then this too shall pass, okay? This says impermanence. Impermanent. If it's permanent, it stays, but this is impermanence, okay? Good or bad, all things fade. Don't cling, don't panic. Breathe in the moment, then let it go, okay? Everything passes. Let that calm you. Like I said, with that circle effect, it's like, okay, you failed at this, get back up. You didn't like this route, change it. You didn't like this outcome, fix it. So what? You did this 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 2 days ago. Change it. Okay? We're always evolving as humans. All right. What else needs to come out for you guys? Final messages. Let's see. What else needs to come out for the collective? And what you lost does return to you tenfold, okay? So if you lost certain friendships, you get better friends in the future. You get better supportive people, especially if they were toxic. You're not missing anything. Trust. You have to trust that. But again, it's all about discipline and changing your perspective, which is what you're being called to do, all right? All right, let's see what final messages are coming out for you guys. For the collective. Yeah, you have dandelion manifestation. Your manifestations are coming into fruition right now. So continue to stay focused on your manifestations. Continue to stay focused on the outcomes that you want. in other areas of your life is what I'm hearing. Okay? And that requires letting go. In order for these things to come into fruition that you want, that you're focused on, you're in this right now, okay? So you have to let go. That is imperative. Stay away from certain energies. That's imperative to your growth. As I said, that shooting star here with life purpose. As you let go, you step into your life purpose. Okay, collective? One more message. This is going to be a quick quote, Bible quote. Okay, whatever comes out. Oh, okay. Awesome. This says invincible. Those who trust in the Lord are unshakable as Those who trust in the Lord are as unshakable, as unmovable as mighty Mount Zion. That's Psalm 1 verse 20 or Psalm 125 verse 1. Unshakable, unmovable, bolder than a lion. That's how I feel when I'm surrounded by your presence. Without you, everything seems to be an insurmountable task. With you, I'm invincible. God, you're the answer to every problem. You are health and peace, prosperity and wisdom, joy and forgiveness. You extinguish my fears with the fury of your love. You are the strength of my life. Help me to quiet my mind in order to hear you clearly. Your voice will shift the destinies of cities, regions, and countries. Your goodness is a gift of unmatched value, the triumph of your love more powerful than death. It gives me courage to stand when everything around me is shaking. Together we can conquer every difficulty, for with you, nothing is impossible. So again, guys, I hope this reading helped. Make sure you lean in on your faith. You quiet the noise around you, the past, keep it out, okay? Keep moving forward. You don't have to be hasty. You don't have to be mean. Don't have to over-explain yourself. Just keep going. And then your life purpose blossoms. All right? So good luck to everyone during this Mercury retrograde. And until next time, bye.